Good evening and welcome to the Township Committee meeting of January the 12th, 2016. Ms. Borek, will you please call the roll?
Committeeman Burchett.
Here.
Committeeman McCauley. Committeeman Thompson.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Srirachi.
Here.
Mayor Delacroix.
Here. Please join me in a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be advised that in accordance with Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, that notice of this meeting was made by posting at the bulletin board at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex and notifying the officially designated newspapers that this meeting would take place at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex at 7:30 p.m. on January the 12th of 2016. First on our agenda is approval of minutes, and we have approval of the September 8th, 2015 executive session meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Committeeman Burchett.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Srirachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delacroix.
Yes. And next, we have approval of the December 29th, 2015 regular session meeting minutes. I have a motion to approve these minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Committeeman Burchett.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Srirachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delacroix.
Yes. We'll move to reports from committee liaisons. We'll start with Committeeman Burchett.
Thank you, Mayor. From the Police Department, Acting Chief Darren Powell would like to remind residents that with the onset of the winter temperatures, it's just a matter of time until we begin some accumulating snow. Residents are reminded that by township ordinance, we are prohibited from parking on the streets when they're snow covered. And the reason for it is to allow our DPW a chance to clean up and to make our streets safe again. Additionally, residents are reminded to protect themselves from becoming victims of personal property theft in your vehicles. Please keep your vehicles locked at all times and remove valuables. If you must leave a purse or other valuables in your vehicle, at least lock them in the trunk where they're out of sight, but it's better not to leave the valuables in your car. So we really appreciate that. From the Board of Commissioners, Hillsborough Board of Commissioners would like to hold an annual election on February 20th of 2016. This is a 2-year term for commissioners, and there's 2 terms available, and they're both 3 years at 3-year stretches. Any Hillsborough resident interested in running for the Board of Fire Commissioners should see the Hillsborough Township Bureau of Safety for their nominating petitions and instructions on how to complete this process. Completed petitions are due to be returned to the Bureau of Fire Safety by January 22nd. Anybody with any questions, please call the Bureau of Fire Safety at 908-369-4313. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Committeeman Thompson.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple quick comments from this evening. First, I had the honor of swearing in the new fire chief over at Flagtown Fire Company on Saturday night. The new chief, or continuing to be chief, was Dave Folsch. Most of you might know Dave. He also serves in our fire in-house. He's a great guy, so they look forward to having him at the helm for another 2 years over at Flagtown. Also was able to swear in the members for Board of Health the other night, yesterday actually. We had Dr. Schwartz as the chair of the committee, and Mr. Potter will be serving as vice chair. Along with Board of Health, it's just a reminder to all the Hillsborough residents that Saturday, January 23rd, Hillsborough will host a free rabies vaccination clinic for cats and dogs from 10 a.m. until noon at the Department of Public Works garage located on East Mountain Road. Dogs must be leashed and cats must be in a carrier. From Recreation, the registration is still ongoing for spring soccer and softball. Please be sure to visit the Recreation website for all the details, how to register for those programs. And last from me this evening, the Hillsborough Millstone Municipal Alliance will be updating their webpage to include various resources. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration has resources that can help address some of the toughest mental health and substance use challenges, including suicide prevention, bullying prevention, behavioral health following a disaster, and underage drinking prevention. You can get connected with their free mobile app by searching SAMHSA at the App Store. And I'm sure that'll be in the e-news as well. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Srirachi.
Thank you, Mayor. I attended also the Hillsborough Volunteer Fire Company Numbers 2 installation dinner, where I had the privilege of swearing in all of their new fire line officers, executive line officers, and some of the ladies auxiliary in their leadership positions. But want to send out special congratulations to Rich Bartolucci as he's the new chief for the next 2 years. So congratulations to all of them on their new assignments. Last week, the Hillsborough Township Planning Board also reorged, and I just wanted to congratulate some of those that were selected to be officers. Sean Lapani was elected chairman, Dr. Dan Marulli, vice chair, and Neil Julian as secretary. And continuing with reorganizations, the Board of Ed reorganized last week, and just wanted to send out congratulations to Tom Kintz as being reelected as school board president, along with Jen Haley as vice president, and she is also the liaison to this township committee. So be working with her a bit in the coming year. Looking forward to it. Lastly, just one general announcement regarding dog licenses. January and February are the renewal months for dog licenses. Our Township Code, Chapter 117, requires all dogs to be licensed. Renewal notices have been mailed to all residents who licensed their dogs last year in 2015. Just a reminder, the rabies vaccine must be valid through October 31st of this year in order to renew your dog's license. Please visit the finance office to renew your or license your dog if you've got a new dog. And that's all I have this evening, Mayor.
Thank you. A couple items for me this evening. This past Saturday, I had the opportunity to attend the Robo Raiders kickoff event. For those of you unfamiliar with the Robo Raiders, it's a high school robotics team that works in conjunction with the sponsorship of J&J to compete in robotics programs really throughout the country. The kickoff event is one where they get the assignment of what their robot program must do, and they've got now 6 weeks to conduct that before the first competition kicks off. If you haven't had a chance to see what they do or attend any of their competitions, it's really amazing what these high school kids can put together. So I encourage you. I'll let you know as soon as the first competition is, so we can get out there and cheer them. But they really do amazing stuff, and the team has been very successful the last several years, competing in national championships for their robotics programs. So congrats to them, and I look forward to their competition this year. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the opening of this building. In 2012, we renamed and dedicated it to the late Assemblyman Peter J. Biondi. And as we look forward to the 25th anniversary of the Peter J. Biondi Municipal Building, we have decided to extend the logo contest that we have previously announced. Hillsborough residents and businesses are encouraged to submit a logo design for the building in honor of our silver anniversary. The deadline is now extended until February 1st. So anyone that is interested in submitting a logo, we would certainly welcome all comers in that regard. Please email your entries to the Township Clerk, Ms. Borak, at pborak@hillsborough-nj.org. And we look forward to seeing what I'm sure will be a number of very, very impressive logo designs. We've heard some already this evening. There'll be a couple more announcements that we'll make in a little bit regarding boards and commissions. Many of them are in the reorganization process already this year, and we have new appointments that are being sworn in, and first meetings of the year already taking place. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank the volunteers that serve on these boards and commissions. Without their volunteerism and support of the municipality, there are just so many things that could not get done here in town. It's a vital part of our community, and we appreciate all that they do from a volunteer standpoint. And just another reason why Hillsborough is one of the best places to live in the nation. So we thank everyone that does contribute to our boards and commissions. Congratulations also to Patricia Walsh of Greenbrook, who was named the 2016 Director of the Somerset County Board of Chosen Freeholders at their annual reorganization meeting last week. In addition, Peter Palmer of Bernardsville will serve as the Deputy Director this year. Congratulations to both of them, and we certainly look forward to continuing our great partnership with the county. If you are just catching our meeting for the first time, or perhaps you haven't had the opportunity to listen in, there are many ways that we try to get news out to the municipality. So we ask you to stay connected, whether it's through our Friday e-newsletter. There are easy sign-ups through the township website, or for those here in the room in the back there. We also have our Nixle system, Honeywell Instant Alert, and also Twitter notices going out. So if you want to stay connected, look on the website. There are a number of places where you can sign up to make sure you're getting all the important notices that are going on in town here. And that is it for comments this evening. We are going to move on to proclamations and presentations. First, before we get to the proclamations, 2 appointments this evening. Both are mayoral appointments. The first one is the mayoral appointment of Deborah Boyer as chairperson of the Environmental Commission. That's a 1-year term ending December 31st of 2016. And also a mayoral appointment to Jody Morrison to sit on our Capital Planning Committee. Capital Planning will begin meeting in a couple weeks, so we appreciate the volunteers there that are serving on those boards. Okay, we do have a couple of other proclamations and presentations this evening, but with the consent of my fellow committee, I would like to move on consideration number 1 at this time. Any objections? All right, resolution number 1, consideration number 1 is a resolution authorizing the promotion of Francis R. Mosguy, Jr. to the Hillsborough Township Police Captain. As we continue to ensure the strength of our force, it is our honor to promote Lieutenant Mosguy to the position of Police Captain. It's a testament to our township and the caliber of our police department to be promoting a 24-year veteran of the force to this position. Captain Mosguy, soon to be Captain Mosguy, exemplifies the high standards of our police department through his continued professionalism and leadership qualities, which will continue to serve him well in his new position and also will benefit our community. So may I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais?
Well deserved.
It's a good choice on our part.
Thank you for stepping up.
We are very fortunate in town. This has been a bit of a, I've been on the committee, this is my 9th year now, and we've had relative stability at our leadership level in the police department. But with the recent retirement of both our chief and captain, we've had to look to our force to fill those roles, and we are very fortunate to have a very, very capable, distinguished professional as Captain Mosguy to be able to step into that role. I look forward to the opportunity to work with you going forward, and I look forward to the swearing in we're going to conduct in just a minute. Roll call, please.
Mayor Rochette.
Yes.
Karen Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delcora.
Yes. Okay. I now call upon Acting Chief Darren Powell. I'll call him Captain Mosguy and his family to come forward for the swearing in. Also, I'd ask Committeeman Burchett to join me down. Just want everyone to hear it so it's official.
I, Francis Mosguy Jr.,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will impartially
that I will impartially
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of police captain
of police captain
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What? I'm not staying for this.
All right, I'm going to ask Timothy Thompson to come down to do a proclamation. Can I have Mike Carr come up, and we're going to do a proclamation for Radon Month. Whereas radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas, is the second leading cause of lung cancer, causing as many as 250 lung cancer deaths annually in New Jersey, and whereas 1 in 15 homes across the United States have an elevated radon level, and whereas elevated radon levels found in homes pose a serious health threat to families residing in these homes, and whereas any home may have high levels of radon, even if neighboring homes do not, and whereas radon testing is easy and inexpensive, and elevated levels of radon can be effectively reduced at a minimal cost to the homeowner. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor and the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough, in conjunction with the United States Environmental Protection Agency, do hereby declare January as Radon Action Month. Be it further proclaimed that we, the Mayor and the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough, encourage all Hillsborough residents who have not yet tested their homes for radon to do so and to reduce elevated radon levels of, if found, to protect their families from the serious health risks associated with radon exposure.
If anyone is interested in having their homes tested for radon, the health department still does have free test kits available. Stop by or give us a call.
Can I ask all my fellow committee members to come down for this next proclamation? Everyone, great. Yep. I'd like to call up Ron Scobo. Ron is a longtime employee of the township, another recent retiree, and wanted to make sure we gave him a nice send-off. Whereas Ron Scobo, a longtime Hillsborough Township resident, is retiring from his position of Director of Parks and Recreation and Social Services, which he held with the township since 2013. And whereas Ron began his career with the Hillsborough Township as the Director of the Township's Building Department on September the 26th, 2005. And whereas Ron Scobo is a graduate of the FBI Academy and served as Captain of Detectives for the Somerset County Prosecutor's Office, along with various other positions, from 1975 through 2005. And whereas Ron was responsible for different projects and events that have helped make the Township of Hillsborough one of Money Magazine's best places to live. And whereas Ron has served the Township of Hillsborough and its residents with passion and selflessness. And whereas the knowledge, creativity, and judgment that Ron brought to the Township is a reflection of his unique perspective. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor and the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough, do hereby express our gratitude for all the hard work Ron has done for the Township of Hillsborough and its residents, and be it further proclaimed that we, the Mayor and the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough, Ron's numerous co-workers, and the residents of Hillsborough Township, thank Ron for his valuable contributions and dedication to our community. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you very much for this honor. Thank the committee. Thanks, Anthony Ferrara, our administrator. All the people in the front office. I'd like to thank all the people in the township and to congratulate the new chief and captain and the retired chief and captain. I've known them for many years, worked with them. I've probably even trained some of them. But I'd like to thank, I started out in the building department. Hopefully I made that better. I hired most of the people there. Hopefully they're doing a good job. When I left, they were. And I had an opportunity to go over to something that's close to my heart, is recreation, and they had a good program going there when I got there. So it just made it easy for me with all the people that were there. The parks, the people that make the parks beautiful, they do a wonderful job. The recreation department, they do so much work behind the scenes that people don't realize. From summer camps to all the programs throughout the year that our residents get the benefit of. I'd like to thank the social services. That was also a portion of my job. And social services go 24/7. They take care of the indigent and the people in need. They do a great job, but all of them together made me look good. I'd like to thank the senior citizens who have always been great to me. Always invited me to lunch, and they always had great lunches. The dancers, the Rockettes and the Rocket. I'd like to thank Kaz, who's always been a gentleman, always took good pictures. And I'd like to thank Gene, who's always said nice things about me. So thank you, Gene. But
I can't say the same thing.
well, that's why I said it. I'd like to have all the people in the audience, I congratulate you, but I got a couple little guys I'd like to come up. I have 3 of my grandchildren here. The other one was sleeping. He was under the weather. So I got the 3 girls. At least if 2 of them could come up here, and maybe their daddy could bring the little one. and bring them all up. Come on up. It's my daughter and my son and his wife. That's Reese, Kendall, and Emma. So come on up, guys, and take a picture. And don't cry. And this is the future. Maybe future policemen, too. Thank you so much. Again, appreciate it. Thank you very much. I think this is the first speech I ever gave without a tear in my eye. Thank you.
Before we get to two last proclamations, I'm going to take a step back because I was quite remiss in when we swore our captain, and I didn't give him an opportunity to say thank you or to say a few words. So my apologies, but the captain, why don't you come on up and.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll keep it quick. I know the committee has business to do. First, I have to thank my wife, who has put up with many nights without me home, many birthdays and everything, and my two beautiful daughters, many birthdays and Christmases not home. So thank you for putting up with all that and supporting me for 24 years. I appreciate it. My father, who taught me how to be a cop when I was young, it's the reason I got into this line of work. Thank you. My late mother, who made me the moral person that I am, and I know she's looking down on me. I'm also supported by so much family right now, people who traveled from the shore area to come and support me. Thank you. And my nieces and nephews, thank you so much. I love you guys. And of course, my coworkers, thank you for always making me look good. And the mayor and committee and Mr. Ferreira, thank you for the opportunity to do this. Thank you.
Okay, a couple more, and then we'll get back to our business. As most of you know, we've taken the opportunity over the last year to recognize a number of our businesses in town, those that are longtime, well-established, respected businesses in town. And tonight, we'd like to present a certificate of recognition to Bellmead Physical Therapy. This certificate of recognition is hereby presented to Bellmead Physical Therapy in recognition of 25 years of dedication to Hillsborough Township. Thank you very much.
You probably want to know why Bellmead Physical Therapy is located in the middle of Hillsborough, right? So 26 years ago when I started my office, it was over behind the high school. Right now, I think everybody knows where I am. I'm on Amwell Road, right next to Hillsborough High School, which I consider the center of town. Before, about 7, 8 years ago, I moved from Homestead Road, right next to the Hillsborough High School football field. So 26 years ago, Homestead Road was Bellmead, New Jersey. The mailing address was 08502. Hillsborough didn't have a post office. Hillsborough Physical Therapy was already taken, so my only choice was Bellmead. We moved the office where it is now over on Amwell Road, which was, if I started it 26 years ago, would have been the Shannock Station. If I was across the street, it would have been South Somerville. So my choice now is I can't change my name, so I'm Bellmead in the middle of Hillsborough. So I hope that clears it up. But I would like to thank all the committee members and the mayor of Hillsborough for allowing us to have such a good relationship with all the police department, who has been at my office several times for false alarms and things like that, which we work on a lot, trying to figure that out. But thank you, and I've treated a lot of the people in the area. It's been a pleasure and an honor to serve Hillsborough as a physical therapist and as a community physical therapist. Thank you.
Absolutely.
She's also a big part of
She's our marketer.
Okay, I'm going to ask Administrator Ferrera to come down for this recognition.
We're going to have Gene come right up here. He's usually taking the picture, so. Let me talk, I usually hate notes, but I have a couple here. So I recently was down in Atlantic City to receive the award for Gene because he was putting together 2 newspapers at the time. But the award here that Mayor Delcor has is the NJMMA Press Award. It stands for New Jersey Municipal Management Association, which is an organization of professional local government administrators whose goal is to improve the quality of local government in New Jersey through professional management. Each year, the NJMMA honors those for outstanding service to local government at the convention. And this award was given on Tuesday, November 18th of this past year. Gene Robbins was selected to receive the press award. And again, this award is given to the member of the press for their objectivity, consistency, and commitment to factual local government reporting. Gene Robbins is the managing editor of the Hillsborough Beacon and is the first to be acknowledged for this award in Somerset County. So think about all the people who have press throughout New Jersey. Gene is the first one to receive that in Somerset County. And I can tell you, just as the administrator here for the past 3.5 years, he's always there for our events, our community events, and getting the message out of some important things that not only myself, but the mayor, township committee, and all the departments need to get the message out to Hillsborough Township. So when there's hurricanes, snowstorms, or we're looking to unveil a program like our Community Assistance Network, Gene is always there to help us and promote that, and it really helps us through all the different mediums that we have here in town. So I want to thank Gene for an exceptional job, and this is an incredible award right here in Hillsborough. So thank you, Gene. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Anthony. Mr. Mayor, congratulations on your 4th year as mayor. Can't always believe what you read in the newspapers. And I want to thank Mr. Ferrer. He was particularly insistent or enthusiastic about seeking this award, and I appreciate his work in that. I've always valued community, always the cornerstone of what I like to bring to the newspaper, and anything I can do to help a group or recognize a person's accomplishments or a group's goals, I really like to do that. It seems like part of the award is, like Snoopy says, showing up is 90% of the success, reasons for success. But I appreciate the township and you particularly, Anthony, for pursuing this for me. I don't know what to do on this side.
Pam will direct that.
I'm guessing this will be on the front page going on. Okay. I'd like to thank everyone that was here tonight for any kind of special recognition. Certainly appreciate our police department coming out to support our new captain this evening. Congratulations, Captain. Look forward to working with you. Everyone else that was here tonight for a recognition, we appreciate all you do to support the township, and thank you for being here tonight. As we always do, we would love for you to stay, but we will understand if you don't want to stay around for the remainder of the meeting. We'll take a quick break, If you'd like to leave, we won't be offended, but you're more than welcome to stay as always. So we'll give you a second if you'd like to make for the exit. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Good?
How are you? Happy New Year.
There you go. All good? All's good. All's good. No issues with this massive snowstorm we had today?
Well, actually, no, to tell you the truth, actually, I'm afraid to go outside because right about now is when the front is actually going to come through. Yeah, we're getting a little more cold. Yeah, we're supposed to get some dusty winds tonight, so we might have some scattered outages, but it shouldn't be too bad. All right, see you.
Patrol's coming in. I mean, not only you're off the center, you're
I got
far
bumped,
away.
man. I think Frank was intimidated by me, so he said, toss him to the corner. I know what he's
I
on.
want you off camera.
I know.
This is his moment.
I get it. It's because Cass kept focusing back on me. You kidding? You know how much work I've done in the past? I am rocketing through stuff right now. And emails coming in, I'm sending stuff. I feel great. If you could put me even further down, I'll take Pam's spot. Me and Pam can switch. Seats. I'll keep moving down.
I thought I was supposed to be in your seat.
See? He chitter chatting.
Seriously, that's what I was told. I was told I was going to have that. You're going to be here. Not that it really matters.
No.
The website. That's why it's great when I'm on iPad.
I went right to the. Are you guys ready? In charge of operation shoot. No, I'm just talking to it. No, look.
Okay? This evening, so we will move to public comment on new business or matters not on tonight's agenda. If anyone has any comments on any matters not on tonight's agenda, now's your time. Please come forward. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on. We have no public hearings at this time, so we'll move to introduction of new ordinances. First up is 2016-01, an ordinance to amend an ordinance entitled Salary Range Ordinance, setting forth the salary ranges for the classification set forth in said ordinance. Further consideration of this ordinance and a public hearing will be held on February the 9th of 2016. This ordinance sets the salary ranges necessary to accommodate salaries established over the next few years by the public employee contracts and for non-union employee positions. This ordinance does not provide for actual salaries or any salary increases for any individuals or positions. It only sets the salary range for those various positions. May I have a motion to introduce this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais? Comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Burchett.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delphore.
Yes. We'll move to ordinance 2016-02, which is an ordinance appropriating certain monies held by the Township of Hillsborough, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, for the purchase of various capital improvements in the amount of $170,000 in and for the Township of Hillsborough. Further consideration of this ordinance and a public hearing will be held on February the 9th, 2016. This ordinance provides the necessary funding for a replacement heavy-duty vehicle in the Department of Public Works. May I have a motion to introduce this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais? Comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Rochette.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delapore.
Yes. Ordinance 2016-03 is an ordinance authorizing the acceptance of a deed of dedication right-of-way from Country Classics 4 Limited Liability Company to establish a right-of-way for Lucas Drive through Country Classics in the Millstone Valley, -1, Phase 4D in Hillsborough Township. Further consideration of this ordinance and a public hearing will be held on February the 9th, 2016. This ordinance allows the township to accept a deed of dedication and a right-of-way as required conditions of the planning board approval. Local land and building law only allows a municipality to accept land or interests in land through the adoption of an ordinance. This has been reviewed and found acceptable by the township attorney. May I have a motion to introduce?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais? From the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Rochette.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delapore.
Yes. We'll move to considerations. We had already conducted consideration number 1, which was the authorization of the promotion of Francis Mosguy to the Hillsborough Township Police Captain. We will move to consideration number 2, which is a resolution authorizing the appointment of Joseph C. Dees as part-time handyman for the Hillsborough Municipal Building at an hourly rate of $14.50 per hour, not to exceed 10 hours per week, effective January the 13th, 2016, pending positive completion of a background check. The Director of DPW has recommended Joseph Dees for the existing opening for this position. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais?
Mayor, just a quick one. I had an opportunity to interview Mr. Dees as well as Mr. Reserve. So this helps us with our evening hours and weekends. So he had all the qualifications and licenses we were looking for. So we're happy to provide some of the services, not only here in the winter, but the summer on the weekends. So this will be helpful.
Thank you. Any comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Rochette.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delapore.
Yes. Consideration number 3 is a resolution appointing David Coyce as business advocate effective January the 13th, 2016, at a salary of $65,000 per year. Often towns and cities have to seek individuals with proper qualifications, but without truly knowing of their ability to do the job. We've been fortunate here and proud to have David in the municipality, serving in a number of capacities, most recently as our zoning officer and assistant planner. And we appreciate the ability to be able to promote some of our homegrown talent and continue to develop our employees. So it's a nice opportunity. We had a recent retirement of Gene Strapinski, who served a long time as our business advocate. Gene and David both here. So this is a replacement for that retirement, and we look forward to David taking on a new role. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais?
Well deserved. Congratulations.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say congratulations also, David, and also Gene, thank you for the years of service.
Mayor, just a quick comment. 2 things. One, as you mentioned, it's a great accomplishment through the career development we have here in the township that we can continue to bring up and promote within. As you mentioned, David has the experience through multiple departments, through working with engineering and building and planning and zoning, as well as working with the business advocate all these years and providing exceptional customer service through the residents and both the business community. So I'm glad to have David aboard, as well as Gene Strapinski. Appreciate him coming here this evening. At the next meeting, we'll be honoring Gene with a proclamation, and the business community next meeting with the unveiling of the new map. So we look forward to recognizing Gene and his many accomplishments and having a lot of the business community out here to support him. So thank you.
Very good. Anything else from the dais? Any comments from the floor? Okay. Roll call, please.
Committeeman Burchett.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
With a deciding vote, yes.
And Mayor Delacqua.
I'll just make it unanimous. Yes. Congratulations, Dave. And Jean, thank you. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Okay. That's all for considerations this evening. We will move to our consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda?
Are we doing
Excuse
number
me,
4?
I'm sorry.
Did I miss one?
Yes.
The truck.
This-
Yeah, number 4, coming at you. You got this one?
Consideration number 4.
That's what happens when I'm doing
Sorry. Okay, consideration number 4 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of one 6-wheel dump truck with snowplow from Cleveland Max Sales in an amount not to exceed $170,000. This is to replace an existing vehicle that has recently broken its frame. I believe it was a 19, what was the year, Greg?
What we're doing is, DPW presently is in, needs all the equipment that we have. We presently have a 1998
4, right?
GMC large-duty truck that has succumbed to the brutal treatment of snowplowing. The right side frame has cracked to where it can't be repaired safely. So we were forced into the decision of having to buy a new truck in order to accommodate the task
Existing fleet.
at hand for our existing fleet. And I personally looked at the truck, have the experience with repairing frames, and it's not repairable.
And Mayor, if I can just add, I appreciate Committeeman Burchett getting down at DPW and checking the yard so quickly because of the pending weather. This is an important salt and plow truck, as Committeeman Burchett had mentioned. So it's already on capital. This was one of the capital improvements we're looking for next year, and we're going to be able to have this thing delivered on Friday at actually even a cost savings.
And while I have an opportunity, kudos to to our DPW. I am amazed every time I go down there at the things that they can do, and they were actually kind of upset that they couldn't repair it. And so this is a well-needed purchase.
When you see the age of the fleet of the trucks that we have, have plows like that from the mid-'90s that we still have in service, not because we're taking risks, but because they're that well maintained by our DPW guys. But there comes a point where at some point we have to put them to rest. So this is one of those times, and we can't go without. We need the plowing equipment. So any other comments from the dais?
The other thing is, I believe originally it was slated when it was going to be presented to capital planning to be about $210,000. So again, kudos to Public Works not only for reacting quickly to finding this, but actually at a $40,000 less than what was originally anticipated. So always much appreciated. It's like grant money.
Any comments from the floor? Roll call, please.
Can I have a motion? I'll make that motion.
Second.
I guess we could do a motion.
If you want to be formal.
Committeeman Burchett.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delacqua.
Yes. Okay. Now we will move to tonight's consent agenda. May I have a motion to approve our consent agenda this evening?
So moved.
Second.
Just one thing I'd like to note on our consent agenda. Item number 3 is a resolution appointing Sean Carrollin, Nick Special, Steve Ecker, and Joe Pascal to 1-year terms as our OEM deputy coordinators, and Lucy Bush to 1-year term as the OEM administrative assistant. These people, for as you see, for a stipend of $500 are always on the front lines whenever we have a township emergency, snowstorm, floods, other weather, we've had pipeline issue, whatever it may be, they're always the ones that are there. They're dedicated to the township and nearly on a volunteer basis. So I'd just like to thank them for their role as these deputy coordinators and administrative assistant. It's an important one and helps support the initiatives that we have when we have to organize during an emergency. Any other comments from the floor? From the dais? From the floor? Roll call, please.
Chairman Bouchette.
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delacorte.
Yes. Okay, claims list. Have a motion to approve claims list 2016-01.
So moved.
Second?
I think I was going to get one. Roll call, please.
Chairman Bouchette.
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delacorte.
Yes. Okay, this concludes our regular meeting this evening. We do have an executive session scheduled for this evening. Ms. Borak, will you please read the executive resolution?
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances. And whereas the Township Committee is of the opinion that such circumstances exist. Now, therefore, be it resolved by a Township Committee, the Township of Hillsborough, the County of Somerset, State of New Jersey as follows. Number 1, the public shall be excluded from the discussion of the hereinafter specified subject matter. Number 2, the general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows: litigation, affordable housing, Sherman Brothers. Number 3, the Township Committee may take official action on those items discussed in the executive session upon completion of the executive session. Number 4, the minutes of the discussion shall be made available to the public as soon as the matters under discussion are no longer of a confidential or sensitive nature. And number 5, this resolution takes effect immediately.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second?
A little slow on the seconds. Can I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Bouchette.
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Mayor Delacorte.
Yes. Thank you. We're going to move into executive session. Have a good night.